Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the heart of a dense forest, there lived a young man named Max. Max had always struggled with feelings of anger and bitterness towards his father. You see, Max's father was not the kind of man who lived up to his responsibilities as a parent. Instead, he was a womanizer, who flirted with other women and broke his wife's heart over and over again. Max had watched his mother suffer for years, and he felt deeply ashamed of his father's actions. Max had always longed to escape from his unhappy life and to find some peace and happiness. So, one day, he set out on a journey of self-discovery, hoping to find a way to come to terms with his father's behavior and to find a way to forgive him. Max's journey was a long and arduous one. He traveled far and wide, through mountains and valleys, across rivers and streams, meeting all kinds of people along the way. He encountered many trials and tribulations, but through it all, he never lost sight of his ultimate goal, to find a way to forgive his father. One day, Max came upon a wise sage who lived in a small cottage deep in the woods. The sage listened intently as Max poured out his heart and told of the pain and trauma he had suffered at the hands of his father. The sage nodded sympathetically and then offered Max some words of wisdom that would stay with him for the rest of his life. "My son," the sage said, "forgiveness is not something that is done for the benefit of others. It is a gift you give to yourself. It frees you from the chains of anger and bitterness, and allows you to move forward in life with a light heart and a clear mind." Max was struck by the sage's words, and he knew in his heart that they were true. Over the next few weeks, he spent much time in quiet contemplation, meditating on the sage's words and on the lessons he had learned on his journey. Slowly but surely, Max began to see things in a new light. He realized that his father was not a bad person, but rather a flawed individual who had made mistakes, just like everyone else. Max made the decision to forgive his father and to let go of the anger and bitterness that had been holding him back. He felt a sense of peace and lightness in his heart that he had never experienced before. And as he continued on his journey, he carried with him the wisdom of the sage, and the knowledge that he was now a free man, no longer held captive by the past. Max returned to his village as a changed man, filled with a sense of peace and compassion. He approached his father with an open heart and spoke to him with kindness and understanding. His father was humbled by his son's words, and he realized the depth of the pain he had caused. The two men hugged each other, tears streaming down their faces, and they both knew that they had been given a second chance to start anew. From that day on, Max and his father were the closest of friends, each growing in wisdom and grace, and each cherishing the love and respect they now held for one another. And the villagers of the small village, seeing the power of love, forgiveness, and the strength of the human spirit, learned a valuable lesson that they carried with them always.